Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. I'm so glad you're here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, I had a ton of requests from y'all to do some nail art with acrylic paint. And I know it's something I used to do a whole lot back in my OG days, like 6 years ago here on YouTube. And I haven't done it in a hot minute, so I figured let's bust out the acrylic paint and do a little acrylic paint nail art. This is going to be great for those of you who do not want to use gels, but maybe you're not a big fan of nail polish. This is a great alternative for some really super duper easy, beginner friendly nail art. Now, the art that I'm going to do today, as you probably saw from the thumbnail, super duper simplistic. You need one color paint and a dotting tool or a toothpick or a bobby pin or whatever you have on hand, and that's going to be it. If you want to see more intricate stuff, let me know down below and I will make that happen. Before we do any art though, I need something on my nails because they are naked. So I have this color from Sassy Mouth that I haven't used yet. It's called Send Nudes. I just thought it would be absolutely beautiful next to the blue I'm going to grab. The blue that I'm going to use, Tide Pool Treasure. You've probably seen me use it maybe a time or two in some previous videos. It's from Sassy Mouth's Mystical Mermaid collection. I'll leave everything linked down below. Of course, I'm going to be using my Azure Beauty Dip liquids, and I have peel off base coat on my nails right now. If you're wondering what that shine is on my natural nail, you don't have to use peel off base coat. Do your normal prep routine like you normally would. That was a whole lot of normal. I use peel off base coat because I create content frequently for YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, and all the things, so I need a quick turnaround. My nails with peel off base coat typically will last me maybe 2 days tops. The set that I'm about to show you did last me 2 days before I popped them off because I had one fly off, and if one's flying off, they're all flying off. So peel off base coat, definitely not intended for long-term wear. If you want your manicure to last at least a week or two, you're going to want to skip the peel off base coat, go right in with your dip base. I use UNT peel base in case you were curious. It'll be linked down below. I'm using the pour over method. I have been really loving the pour over method for a dip lately. I don't know why. I just feel like it's such a clean, thin, easy application, and I don't get staining underneath my nail because unless you're soaking off with acetone, if you're soaking off, you don't have to worry about staining. But if you're like me and you're using peel off base coat, or if you're doing dip over something else like an extension or builder gel or rubber base, you're likely going to have some staining underneath your nails. I think pour over really remedies that situation. So if that is something you've been struggling with, try the pour over method. I know it's not as satisfying as some people might find it to pour over as opposed to dipping in, but I find it works so much better for me and my nail situation. So if you are also struggling with lumps and bumps in your dip powder, pour over is another great way to help prevent that. I feel like when you dip into dip powder, it can create a little bit of a ledge at the front of your nail or get ripply and weird if you applied your liquid maybe a little bit too thick, but pour over really remedies all of that. So if you're struggling with application, try pour over method. It is so fabulous. Anyway, I did go and finish the 2 nails. That's the first coat. This is what it looks like in one coat. I'm going to do 3 coats total because I'm not doing clear on top. Clear has been a little bit of a controversy. I don't know. I mean, I used to preach that you needed a clear dip powder over your color to protect it when you file and buff. However, I don't want to say mastered or perfected, but I've gotten pretty good with my dip application. And I find that the better my application has gotten, the less of a need for clear I have. Because I don't do any filing over my dip. I do filing around the perimeter and then I buff over top real quick and that's it. And I'll show you that in a little bit when I'm done with all the dipping. I'll show you my filing routine. But I also just think that unless you really need to do some heavy filing, you can probably skip the clear. If you find that you need to add some extra strength to your nail, if your nails are super duper thin, you want them a little bit stronger, clear is great for that. Clear is the strongest acrylic because it's not compromised by pigment or glitters or foils or flakies or anything that's added into it. So great for strength. I don't use dip for strength. My nails are nice and strong and healthy. I mean, nails are dead. Let's be honest. They're not healthy. They're dead.
D-E-D, dead.
But if you find that your nails are very thin and you need some more structure and strength, then I would suggest using clear. You can do it either under or over or both or however you want to do it. They are your nails. There really is no law or rules when it comes to doing this type of nail overlay. Don't get product on your skin. That's never fun. And don't overfile your natural nail. Those are my two pieces of advice. Other than that, you do what you want on your nails. They're your nails. As long as you're happy with the outcome, who am I to tell you what to do? So I've gotten 2 full dips done now. Here's what they're going to look like in 2 dippies. I'm going to do one more just for a little extra opacity. I find the pour over method can be a thinner application, which can mean that your dip is not going to look as pigmented or opaque in 2 dips as it would if you were dipping in. I am fine with that. If you are not and you feel like dipping and doing only 2 dips, that's cool. But because I'm pouring over and it's a lighter application, I'm going to go with 3. I am going to activate after I'm done with the second nail. And then I'm going to move on to the other 3, which I'm going to speed through super duper quick. If you want to watch me dip the other 3 nails in the Tide Pool Treasure, that beautiful blue, feel free to hang out. I'll throw the music on. Y'all can vibe. Or if you want to fast forward to the filing and buffing, I'll leave timestamps down below and I'll meet you there. So by the time I'm done with those blue nails, the nude nails are completely ready to file, which is awesome because I have no patience. I didn't feel like waiting. So let me show you how I do the filing. I'm going to take a cuticle pusher and very gently push my skin back. This is going to reveal that little gap between my skin and the dip powder, and I can get this super duper thin and gentle file right in that little space and get that cuticle area perfectly rounded and smoothed out. Then I'm going to go around the entire perimeter of the nail, sidewalls, the free edge, ever so gently, and just get everything nice and smooth. Once I had that done on both nails, I'm going to go in with a buffing block. Very gentle, very soft. I think it's a 150 or 180. No, I'm lying. 240. It's a 240 grit buffing block. Super gentle. I'm not trying to take off product. I'm just trying to make sure everything is nice and smooth for top coat. I'm going to go over the nails with the buffing block. Once again, if you feel like hanging out and watching me do the other 3 nails at rapid speed, feel free to hang out and vibe. Otherwise, I am going to finish up filing and buffing, and I'll meet you back here at the next timestamp to start the nail art. So I've gotten everything done and cleaned off, and this is what we are looking like after completing the dip application. Everything is perfectly smooth. I'm super happy with this application. I literally could not be happier. This came out beautiful. And the colors go so well. If you're looking for like a beachy vibe, this is it. So I'm going to need my white acrylic paint, and I'm going to grab one of my dotting tools, and we're going to do some cloud nail art. This is going to be so easy. All I'm going to do, and you're not going to see it the first time I do it because why would I show you what I'm doing? Don't worry, I'll get there. All I'm going to do is make a couple of dots and then a couple more on top of each other stacked. I'm doing 3 on the bottom and 2 on top of those 3, kind of like you're making a pyramid, just not with the top. That's it. Dots. Dots on top of dots. Those are clouds. Cannot get any easier than this. You can do as many as you want, as few as you want, as big or as small as you want. You can do different color clouds if you want. Who am I to tell you what color your clouds are in your world? You want purple clouds? Make purple clouds. I'm personally a fan of pink clouds. I love going for walks in the evening because the sky is so beautiful with the pink clouds. It's like my favorite moment of the day. You make your clouds whatever color you want. I'm going to do this for the 3 blue nails. Oh, I should mention that the acrylic paint that I use, I prefer to use matte acrylic paint. When it turns matte, I know it's dry and I'm ready to top coat. Now, I'm not going to use dip top coat over the nail art. You can do 2 things. You can do gel polish top coat if you want, but if you're trying to stay away from gel, that would kind of defeat the purpose, right? So I'm going to use 2 coats of regular nail polish top coat over the blue nails, and I'll do dip top coat on the other one. So I'm going to finish up the nail art, let all that dry, and I'll meet you back here for top coat. So while that's drying down, I figured I'll show you how to clean this up. Now, acrylic paint washes off with soap and water. It is so easy to clean up. I took a little bit of rubbing alcohol and it came right off. I'm also going to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to get that a little bit of acrylic paint off my pinky nail. But again, if you wanted to wash this off with soap and water, you totally can. So I'm going to let this sit and dry. It does not take long to dry. No longer than nail polish. I think it even dries faster than nail polish. I don't have patience for polish. Sometimes I do, sometimes I'm in the mood. This day I was not in the mood. I'm like, I need something quick dry, hence the acrylic paint. So once this is dried down, I am going to top coat. I think what I'm going to do is bust out my glossy. Normally I am a matte top coat girl when it comes to nail art, but these looked beautiful glossy. So I'm going to throw on my first coat, let that dry. While that's drying, I'm going to do the dip top coat on the other nails. And then I'll come back and do another coat of the glossy on the blue ones. You guys have probably seen me do dip top coat a million times before, so I'm going to kind of graze over it. The focus of the video is really more on the acrylic paint nail art than the dip top coat. Even though this whole video is basically dip powder. Sorry, not sorry. If you want to see a very detailed tutorial on how I do dip top coat and the whole dip powder application for beginners, I'll make sure to leave that up in the eye for y'all to check out. But I'm going to finish top coating and I'll come back and show you the finished look. So we got all the top coat done. Everything is nice and dry. And here is what they're looking like. These are so darn cute. I cannot even. I'm going to finish off this manicure, of course, with a little bit of oil. I've been obsessed with this body oil. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. If you're a coconut custard pie girl like I am, my favorite, like my numero uno favorite pie of all time ever. Can we talk about pie? I don't know. Pie is weird to me. I can't eat mushy fruit. It's a texture thing. I just can't do it. But coconut custard, I will eat that all day long. And this smells just like it. I want to eat my fingertips. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know down below. Go ahead and like the video. It actually really helps out my channel. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I would love to have you as part of the Manny fam. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.